On your mark. Set. In the earlier days, I was not very much interested into athletics, but my school is very well known for its sporting culture. So we had a provision where if a person is into sports, we'll get a time off during our last period. So just to have that last period leisure, I started running into athletics. So slowly when I started running, I started competing in school competitions. That's how my journey into athletics started. One of my friend was also my competitor. His name is Satish. Every day we'll come here, we'll keep the hurdles. Before school hours, what we did, I'll start jumping over the hurdles and he will do all the corrections saying that, okay, your leg has to be on top. This is the action it is doing. So you also try. So that's how I started getting the interest of hurdling. There was no particular hours or minutes. We kept on training. Some days we used to train for 2 hours because running over the hurdles itself was very much, refreshing for myself. There was a state meet in Nagarkoil where I wanted to keep the Tamil Nadu record because the Tamil Nadu record was around 55 seconds. On the first day, I ran my 400 meters and I won gold in 400. The next day was the 400 hurdles and I was the favorite to win the 400 hurdles. But unfortunately, it started raining on that day. Since it was a mud track, once the rain started pouring, automatically the marks which were there on the track got erased. So, as you know that when the mark is erased in a mud track, it takes a lot of time for putting the mark. So what happened was after the officials, they had no time and because it was the last day of the competition, they decided to keep the hurdles on the known mark what they knew. So the moment they kept the hurdles itself, in the back of the mind, I knew that the hurdles were not placed on the correct marking. But still what I thought was, okay, but anyway, I'm very fit, so let me run this race. And I was so determined to keep the record that I did not take this as a negative thing to stop my race. So the moment race started, I ran to the first hurdle, and when I went to the first hurdle was little closer to the mark where it has to be. I was trained for running in the proper mark, and when the hurdle was nearer, I was not able to adjust my strides for the first hurdle. I hit the first hurdle and I fell down. The next moment, but I still stood up. I started catching the athletes from the second, third hurdles. And around in the fifth hurdle, again I saw that the fifth hurdle was also closer. But this time what happened was my leg got hit in, below the hurdle and the fall was totally very bad. It took me some around 30 to 40 seconds to even come to my conscious of the fall. After that I stood up. I knew that I won't be able to win the race. But still I was determined to complete the race. And I ran the race and I just completed it. But what happened was after when I went to room, I started getting pains in my stomach. That is when I knew that something bad has happened inside. So they scanned my abdomen and on the spot they told that the appendix has got ruptured. The surgery size was around 5 to 6 centimeters. It would be like a finger length in my abdomen. My abdomen was recovered after 6 months. Mentally, I was totally. So, that 6 to 8 months of this recovery period was one of the worst stages in my life. So, one day, I remember my father told me, like, in the morning, he said, put your shoes, we'll go for a run. So, first, initially, I couldn't run for a longer distance. I'll be running like, say, 20 to 30 meters, I'll stop. Again, I'll run for another 30 meters. As gradually when the days passed on, I started running for 5 minutes. Then we started running for 10 minutes. Then I remember one day we started running. We started from Madhya Kailash and ran till Tiruvanmiyur. And again we came back to home running itself. So after that I slowly started gaining my confidence. And one fine day what we decided was let's go to the track and just feel the track, just go for a jog. So we went to the track and when I started jogging itself, all the old thoughts started coming in. The way I used to hurdle and how I used to feel when I wear these spikes. So that day I decided that whether I'm going to win or lose, this is my field and this is where I am meant to be. What me and my coach Wayne, what we decided was to give it a try in the Tamil Nadu Senior State competition, which was the highest competition in Tamil Nadu in athletics level. So in the finals, I ran so well that I eventually won gold in the Tamil Nadu Senior State competition. So automatically, I got entry for my to represent Tamil Nadu in the national, which held at Hyderabad. The people who I have seen as role models were competing with me, which gave me a kind of a boost. So next, I came back from the nationals. Then I got entry for the open national competition, which was about to held in Chennai. I won bronze medal in open nationals. Next month, I received a call from Tamil Nadu Athletic Association saying that you have been selected in the Indian team. So you have to report in Patiala for the Indian national camp. I was little shocked because at the same time, I also received a letter from SSN regarding that you have got an um, what is admission as in MBA in SSN. Then my father told me like, no, more than doing MBA, this is where your happiness lies. So we'll not do MBA, we'll go to Indian camp. So I went to Indian team, started training with the best people in India, had coaches from, had training from foreign countries. Then consequently, I started winning a lot of medals. I started winning Indian Grand Prix. Then in 2014, I won my All India University competition, where I won gold in 400 hurdles as well as in 200 meters. Automatically, I was in top in university level, and that was the time when income tax there was an opening for tax assistant. Then I applied for the job, and automatically, since I was in the top, I got recruited in income tax. After joining income tax, I started running a lot of competitions for income tax department. Then I ran national games 2015 and I won bronze in 400 hurdles. So my latest performance was this year I ran represented income tax in All India Civil Services and won bronze in relay. So that's how my career like went from a person who was totally depressed, who was a zero after operation, to winning a national medal, winning an All India gold, and that too all these things happened within a 2 years of time. I was off from the field for around 1 year, and within the next 1.5 years, I started winning national level. What I would suggest to the younger athletes would be don't do a sport because you would get fame, money, or you will get a good government job. Instead, do a sport where your heart and soul lies.
Vinu's journey to the national team had many ups and downs, showing how a character is reflected through sportsmanship. So let's ask ourselves, how can we demonstrate sportsmanship in all aspects of our lives?